Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I will be doing another live audit of a legitimate business here in New Orleans. This is the city that I'm in, and I'm super excited to kind of just break down another website and Google business profile for you guys. The reason I'm making another one of these is because I've had multiple people reach out on Twitter and through DMs on other socials and say that these live audits are super helpful and they learn a lot about their own business and what to change. So let's get right into it. I'm going to look for let's look for a painting company. Let's search for a painter. So at the top, obviously, we have some of the big dogs with more reviews, but that's no fun, is it? That's no fun. So let's find someone who's a little bit lower down here. BR Pro Painting. All right, let's do it. So they're out in Metairie, which is technically a different city than New Orleans, but it's really just kind of part of New Orleans here. So let's jump into it. Off the rip, their company name is okay, but ultimately you don't need to have ink in your title. It just doesn't serve a purpose here. I understand it is probably their business name and they probably don't know what they're doing here. So what I would change this to is I would actually get a DBA or doing business as, and I would change this to BR Pro Painting New Orleans or Painters New Orleans or something like that. And I'm realizing now I just chose a so-so business here just because they don't have a website, so we can't critique that, but we will go in depth on the Google business profile. So get your doing business as, add in that new title with the brand plus the keyword plus the service area if possible, and set that up with the DBA and then change this after making citations. So what you're going to do is look up local business directory. This is going to be super fun, and by that it's not going to be fun. You're going to want to make profiles on all the local business directories and national business directories. So with your new DBA title, set up profiles on your local chamber of commerce. It does cost money, but it's worth it. Set up other directories. So, staylocal.org is one. There's a million of them. Your area code and then area.com is one. So ultimately, set up like 30 to 50 of those if you want to really verify it. And what you do is just literally fill out the information about your business on there and set up those profiles. So once that is done, what that does is show Google you're actually a real business, you have trust signals, you are authoritative, and it helps you rank higher, but also helps you, get actually approved for that new business name. Cool. So next section is reviews. 7 reviews. Speaks for itself. There's a reason they're at the bottom, and that is poor SEO, but that is also they have not zero. They have 7 reviews competing with people with 200, 165, 60, 80, 44, 14, So how do you get more views? Well, train your team and your staff and all your contractors to ask every single client or job you do for a nice review. Just teach them like this. Hey, it'll only take 2 minutes to leave us a nice review if you don't mind. It helps us help more awesome homeowners like you. We're happy to give you 15, 10, 5% off your next service with us, depending on your industry. For painting, I would say, hey, we're happy to give you some free touch-ups if you chip anything within the next 2 months or something like that. And then ultimately, that's a good value add. And then in that review, if they're like, yeah, then train your team to say, hey, and if you don't mind mentioning the specific service we did for you, tell Google or tell people a little bit more about what we did for you and kind of where you're located in the city. That will help you rank for those keywords because you'll have people be naturally putting in keywords with, the service and the location, and it's super helpful. Cool. Also, you can reach out to your massive list of past customers in your CRM if you have Service Titan or Booking Qual or whatever it is, GHL even. You can reach out to all those with a message asking for a review in return for a discount. Cool. And then also finally, respond to all your reviews with the keyword and the service area as well. So they're getting good reviews here, but they're not responding, which is, it's just a huge missed opportunity here. All right, moving on. Open 24 hours is okay depending on your business. Cool. So ultimately, they don't have a website. What are you doing, guys? It's 2025. You need a website. Ultimately, you can get jobs from here, but I suspect they probably don't, because especially with higher ticket industries like painting and roofing and even HVAC installation, you are going to want to you're going to want to have a website, because people will find you from here, then click on your website. It should be right here. Click on your website, look at your website. Okay, cool. And then they'll probably contact you from the website. So huge missed opportunity for BR Pro Painting Inc. Let's look at the photos if they do have any. Okay, they do. Cool. So for photos, I have a few tips here. Only upload quality photos starting off. Take photos of before and afters and edit it. And then you can also take photos of your team doing the work, which they actually did do. I mean, here's a work in progress, which is good. Let's see, I saw another work in progress. So these are great. People love these. I hope that's a work in progress, judging by the stain there. Cool. And then they have their team. Awesome. So they're doing a good job on photos. I would say just upload more. These are from 2020, 2021, 2020. So upload newer photos, but they have a lot of photos actually, which is awesome. People love scrolling through your photos and just looking at the quality of work you do, what type of people you work with, etc. And then with these photos, what you can do is actually geotag them. So you can head over to tool.geoimgr.com. It will prompt you to sign in with Google. I'm not going to for today's video, but you can sign in, and then you can actually drag and drop your photos or videos here. And what you can do, actually, I think it's just photos. What you do is essentially you will get the coordinates of your location. So the way I would do that is, take it within your service area or at your actual address, right click, left click on the coordinates. Now you have them copied. And then in here, it's going to give you the option to input your coordinates. And then what you'll do is you'll set the marker or input the coordinates. And then you will actually add the keywords you want to rank for. So probably just stick with one. For them, I would say painting company, or I would just say painter Metairie. Honestly, I wouldn't even target New Orleans. I would say painter Metairie. And then add those in, and then it'll have you write the exit files. You'll just hit the button and then download that new geotagged image, drag and drop it on your Google business profile, and you are good to go. What this does is it helps Google recognize or validate that these photos of your work are actually in the service area, that you are real. And it will help you rank specifically for near me keywords. So painter near me, painting near me, painting company near me. And that's super helpful. So they also don't have posts on their profile, it looks like, which is a huge missed opportunity. You can actually post updates on your profile. Let's try to find a profile that does it. Cool. Here's a post. So in the post section, they're posting from the owner with information. They probably have a keyword in here. Let's see, 5-star painting of New Orleans. So painting of New Orleans, that's rough enough of a keyword. They have learn more, which brings us to their website. I actually prefer call now buttons. I think they're better, but for higher ticket industries, learn more works. And you want to post these sort of posts 2 times a week with your keyword in here, and a nice photo or a nice graphic. So let's see if they're doing other kind of graphics here. Looks like we can't find the other ones. Cool. So also on the BR painting, let me find them again. Cool. So they don't have Q&As. So you can actually ask questions and answer them on your own profile. You might have to use a different account, but that's totally fine. And the questions you want to answer are painter New Orleans. Look, you'll scroll down and you'll find frequently asked questions. I'll look up painting New Orleans. Boom. These are not, okay. We're going to look up painting company New Orleans. And where are those questions? Google, don't fail on me. Cool. What do painters charge per hour? You can put in like a rough, super general answer, but ultimately they do want information. Cool. Is it worth paying a professional painter? Great question to answer. So answer these sort of questions that are relevant. Obviously you don't have to answer this one because it's not, relevant to painting company, more like a museum. But yeah, ask and answer those questions. And guys, this is pretty much it. You build the citations, you stack reviews, you optimize your profile, and you post 2 times a week and respond to all the reviews, and your business will be ranking in no time. I promise you. So I hope this video was helpful. If you did enjoy it, drop a like and subscribe to my channel. I will be posting so many more videos with the SEO sauce, how to get more phone calls and contacts for your local service business in the coming weeks and the coming months. And if you do have any questions for me, drop them in the comment section below. I'll be sure to answer them. And finally, if you want my help getting your business to the top of Google and getting so many phone calls you want to stop picking up the phone, then just book a free consultation with me at the first link in the description.